Welcome to the Pump and Dump channel. Today again talking about natural gas and CNX Resources, which is my favorite stock at this point in time. Looking at natural gas today was a very interesting day. We can see here how I mentioned previously that there was this 200-day moving average which was forming a support around 240, 2405, and the price broke below that to 237.9. And this is kind of important because that was a psychological support level for technical traders. We can see on the 5-minute chart here around the open how it just got slammed down, and from my opinion the whole move was built around the Saudi Aramco news here, and people buying into natural gas, thinking there'll be supply constraints and thinking that they can then ask a higher price. But what happened was the big money people, the real players in the game, and the algos, they just saw the volume coming in and they sold them. And now we are here at this point in time. This 200-day moving average was around here. It broke through that. I presume a bunch of stop losses were triggered and some short positions were initiated because the technical traders, they think when the support breaks, they can go short, and then it'll be another move down to like 215 or something like that. But that's not how it works in reality. That's not my experience. A $240 natural gas price is kind of very conservative. It is below the cutoff price I would use to look at comparing it to coal and other sources of energy. Key point here is, the natural gas price went down on the open. It was down and it was coming back slowly, and as it was rising here, it was still very low. And CNX Resources, I mentioned that based upon my trading model that uses 2018 annual report data, a justified price would have been 661 on the downside, and you can see how contrary to that the price has been rallying. It's even gone higher than it was yesterday when the natural gas price bottomed I think at 241, something like that. But anyway, the key point is the stock price and the natural gas price. We can see a divergence. I think it's all based on fundamentals. I see us going into Q3, and the update in Q2 that led to this spike move here, where the people who had their finger on the pulse and were watching and analyzing the stock saw that it was cheap and undervalued. They pushed it to fair value at this point here above 840, and then the momentum traders who got in on it, and then they didn't see a continuation, they started selling as it went down. Probably the big money managers who were on holiday during these months here and left the people on the trading desk to trade around some model from 2018 from what they had in terms of valuation. They were also there, buying and selling, and the price kind of came back down to that model, and then it started going up into that move up in natural gas to 270, and then as the natural gas price came down, it's still following this model, and now I think we're at that breaking point. We are 1 month away from Q3 earnings report, which I think I read was on the 30th of October. It doesn't really matter. The point is, I think that the people who were unaware, in this period here about the increase in hedge positions in terms of volume and pricing of the company and how that affects the financial situation, they will, over the next 30 days, they will come into here and they'll start realizing, the smart money people who are actually looking at the company rather than just following the price on some technical, metrics. They will see that it's undervalued and they'll start buying it into the Q3 report. And when we get to Q3 and it actually comes out that they fulfilled their volumes, that they signed at above $290 for natural gas, we will see how the people who who are not buying now will be like stunned about what happened, and then they'll see the big move, and then they'll have missed it. So that's kind of where it's at. I went kind of all out in the last 2 days, today and yesterday. I deployed all the money I wanted into CNX. It's over 10% of my portfolio, and yeah, that's kind of where it's at. I'm going to hold this into Q3. I'm not afraid of natural gas price going lower, because even at below $2 natural gas price, this price is still cheap based upon the update we got from Q2. And yeah, that's kind of it. Just remember, I'm not giving you financial advice or recommendation to buy this stock. This is what I do with my own money. If you want to participate, it's up to you. I would encourage anyone who wants to participate to do the work. And if you don't want to do the work and you just want to gamble and follow me, that's up to you. I don't take any responsibility, because Q3, even though I expect it to be a very strong quarter, a very high earnings, and a reaffirmation that we are, 50%, we have 50% upside from here. I just don't see how it cannot go up at this point in time. I'm just 100% convinced, unless I don't know, like a hurricane blows away everything, or there's an earthquake that swallows the company or something like that. So yeah, that's kind of where it's at for CNX Resources. Leave a comment if you want to share your opinion. Just remember, if you had listened to me over the last month and you had been buying at any point in time here, you would be down in terms of unrealized gains and losses. Me, on the other hand, I was explaining how I was, I had a small position here, and I was trading it up and down a bit, and thanks to my trading, I only have a loss on 850 shares that I own now of 135 euros as of this point in time, with a 717 price, and my break even is about 730, 33, something like that. And yeah, I have no fear holding it here. It's a great opportunity, in my opinion. But then again, it's up to you guys. If you even watch this before before it happens, is kind of where it's at. I don't know if anyone's watching this video today or tomorrow or a week from now, but this is where it's at. I don't know what more to say. Have a good day.